Well, I didn't think I was going to make it at all tonight. Normally what I do is I reboot just before I start the live stream. Hi, Larry. Just before I start the live stream, I usually reboot so that everything's all unloaded, you know, and all that. And when it came back up, it was all different. It had Windows 8 on there, and it was just, oh, what a mess. Kept saying couldn't find my login stats and all that stuff, so I did a system restore on it, and it took about an hour and a half, and I didn't think I was ever going to get back on. So when it finally was completed, it said the system couldn't be restored because a file couldn't be accessed, probably a virus detection software. But anyway, it came back up, so I don't know. It was just a fluke. Hi, Chen. Listen to Bobby Goldsboro. Which one was it? If it's the one I'm thinking of, I can't think of the name of it, but it's the one I'm thinking of. It's was something about a tree. She planted a tree and it was growing and all that. He came home from work and she was in tears. And is that the one? So, not a whole lot going on, about the same old, you know. I've now got to straighten everything up. It sure was a mess, I'm telling you. Honey, that was it. That's it, Chin, yeah. This is my first wife's favorite song. So, I tried to, somewhere in the middle of the time change, instead of 5 o'clock. Usually it's 5 o'clock my time, but at that time it was 5 o'clock Pacific time. So, I don't know, the best I could figure was 6 o'clock my time, which is fairly close. Which makes it about the same time as usual for everybody else. So, I don't know. Chin and I were talking about it last night. Couldn't figure it out, so we kind of come to the conclusion that just go ahead and start it at the regular time and let everybody else try to figure it out. So anyway, I guess that's just close enough. So back on the Windows update, I just did an update on Windows about 3 days ago, and it hasn't been quite right since. And then, like I said, when I went to reboot and restart, it was all messed up. So, I don't know, I think I would be very leery about downloading the new Windows update. I don't know. Might want to wait a week or two so they can so they can update the Windows update with a Windows fix. It's about the way it usually goes. Hey, Steely Dan. That's all right, Larry. Chin and I came from the same era of time, so you know we're pretty in tune to the. I don't know, guys. I may not be able to do this tonight. Just buffering and buffering and buffering, and then it killed the upstream, so I had to restart. Pretty messed up. Usually it uses about. Yeah, I'm back now. I guess. Usually it uses about 17% of my processor. Tonight it's bouncing between 40 and 50%, so not really sure what's going on. So probably got internet problems. I mean, it's been a whole 2 weeks since I had any problems. Sorry, Larry. So anyway, yeah, memory is Larry. Chin and I have kind of the same music background. He was a singer, I was a sound engineer, and we both came from that same era. So all those, we can remember songs by lyrics. So I'm going to try to keep this going for as long as I can. The normal 2 hours. Try to keep it around the normal 2 hours, and if I can keep it online. If I suddenly disappear, just hang loose for a minute, and I'll restart and do it again. Okay, Chen, good deal. The video on your app on your chat room was pretty good. Just the audio was delayed on it so bad. So if they get that fixed, it might be a pretty good application. We can be using that during the week and stuff, Larry, how long was the commercial? The normal 15 seconds, and were you able to click it out or skip it? I guess it is. I've seen some videos lately where you have to sit through a whole minute of it. So I try not to let it do that. You think that'll work, Larry? I don't know if Chris is going to make it tonight. The last thing he said was he wasn't coming back. So, yeah, we'll see. There's a couple of comments that I got later about some of the stuff that was happening from the women, Yeah, I understand that, Chin. Well, it's better to be peed on than peed off. Oh, no, wait, that's not right. You know what I meant. That's too bad. Hi, Evelyn. How's Evelyn tonight? Welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Steely, or Dan, Steely, whatever you want to be called. Hey, you, or something. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but, things get all mixed up sometimes. Boy, you got that one right. You sure did. Be right back. Hey, Evelyn, have you talked to Chris? Last thing he said to me, he wasn't coming back in. So I was just kind of wondering if, if he'd cooled off or what the deal is with him. He's welcome. And by the way, Chin, you did right. Oh, okay. Man, he's got to call him on a cell phone. Tell him to get me a strawberry. There he is. Did you get me a strawberry shake, Chris? Oh, thanks, Evelyn. My favorite place. You really know how to hurt a guy, don't you? On second thoughts, probably a good idea. I don't live anywhere near one. Closest one is about 60 miles. Hell, thanks, Evelyn. Thanks a lot. I hope it tastes good. Oh, I haven't had a banana split in years, Chin. That used to be an every Friday night thing. So just a little update on Gavin. He sent me. I sent him an email asking him where he was, and he sent an email back saying that they're pretty busy. I guess he works at the BMW plant there somewhere close to him, and they're trying to get a new model out. And so the hours have been terrible. He says that when he gets home, he's usually wiped out, tries to eat a little bit, and then goes right to bed. So we may not see him for a little while. I think it was about 75 here today, Chris. It's supposed to be 48 tonight, 49. Perfect weather here for me. I had to run the AC just for a little while today. Man, like I said last week, though, that's typical Arizona. AC in the daytime and heater at night. This time of year, anyway. Can y'all hear me okay, or am I just too loud or too distorted, or what's the deal? There he is. I was just talking about you. Is your ears burning? Gavin, that is? Oh, okay. I understand. BMW supplier. Yeah, it used to be that way in Tempe and Mesa and Apache Junction, Chris, but not so much anymore. Okay, thanks, Evelyn. Appreciate it. Yeah, I misunderstood, Gavin. I thought there might have been a BMW plant down there or something, and you were building in one, building the new model or something. I just assumed, and you know what happens when you assume. Good idea. Probably cut $1,000 off the price of the car, right? Never had a BMW. I've ridden in one or two of them. Never got to drive one, but pretty nice car. Hey, Minivan Mike. Good to see you. And welcome. Sure are cute kitty cats. They just look like it. Boy, they could sure be some trouble when they grew up more. Good deal, Larry. Glad to hear that. Should have bought them from my link, but that's okay. Sorry, I just had to get that in. Are they working out okay then? Everybody welcome Minivan Mike. He's brand new. He just started his channel not too long ago. He's kind of got the same mindset as the rest of us do. He got sick of working for the man, you know, and all that rhetoric. He decided he was going to just take off in his van and he's going to see the country. He said he was going to start filming stuff. So everybody go check his channel out. Oh, really, Gavin? I thought they were pretty nice cars. That's about right, Chris. Ah, you're welcome, Mike. No problem. You can't be quiet in here either, Mike. Yeah, if you got something to say, just jump in there. It'll get a little hectic sometimes. Yeah, it used to be Mercedes. They were the big ego cars there for a while. Not sure what you mean by working, Mike, if you're talking to me. It's a Yeti Pro. It's wired in through a mixer. 8-channel mixer, left over from the old days. Oh, you bet, Larry. All kinds of solar stuff on there. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all right. When you upgrade, keep me in mind. Where's Flatbed? There he is. Hi, Flat. Hi, Flat. It's going to be one of those nights, I can tell. Hello, Flatbed. Welcome. Try that again. Should we do the animal thing then? We're doing Johnny Carson. Do we do the animal thing? Come here, Lily. Come be a big, bad, meanie cat. Come here, Lily. Lily. Hey, come here. Come here. Come on. Boy, she took off running. As soon as I went to stand up, pick her up, she took off running. Come here. Come here. No way. She says, I'm not doing that again. Where's your dinner plate? It's up there. It's sitting right up here. Chicken biscuit bake. Pretty good stuff, man. Sorry, Chris. She's being all obstinate now. Come here. She's sneaking up on me. Come here, sweetie. What's the matter? Did that scare you? Huh? Come on. Come on. Let's be Johnny Carson. Come on, we have to be Johnny Carson tonight. He's pushing on the table. Okay, be the big bad meanie cat now. Go. Meow. Can you do that? Say, meow. No, she's bored. Bored and disgusted. Ow! Oh! Jeez! Thanks a lot. What's the matter? Don't you want your treat now? Boy, she got me a good one that time. Well, thanks a lot, Jen. Said doing Johnny Carson, so she had to play the part. I haven't eaten at Cracker Barrel for a long time, Chris. Or Gavin, I don't think they even have them here anymore. I think there was one way over in the south side of Tempe, almost to whatever that is down there. And they closed that one a few years ago, and I haven't seen another one yet. Must be something in the air, Evelyn. With me being on blood thinners, I'm just bleeding all over the place here. I think I scared her when I went to pick her up. She wasn't expecting that. And I kind of came up behind her. She took off running, so, you know, she's a little upset when I finally got her and stuck her up here in my lap. So she had enough. That's it. I'm gonna scratch you now, so set me down. Be right back again. All right. Yeah, wash my hands. Yes, I did. Ew. Raw meatloaf? There's a restaurant here in town called Judy's Home Cooking or something like that. I don't know what it was. Ordered some French toast to go. Went up there to pick it up, and all I got was 2 pieces of bread. That was it. I went back in, showed the lady what I got. She was going to give me my money back. I took the money back, of course. Wanted to know if I wanted to reorder. I told her no, thanks. That's enough. That's kind of the norm out nowadays, isn't it, Gavin? Just bad service. You wouldn't think you'd get that in the South. Uh, let's see. When I had the heart attack, probably, what, about 3 years, I guess? Or so? I can't remember. Got that short-term memory thing. Ever since then, though, yeah, I haven't. The memory's been kind of a problem for me. Comes and goes. Early onset. I couldn't find the ketchup the other day. I finally found it in the medicine cabinet, though. No, Gavin. I've never seen them here. Even if they did, there probably wouldn't be too many people that know how to cook it anyway. I've had it a couple of times. I never acquired a taste for it. There used to be some people that would come around every now in trucks. I think Schwan was one of them. You could buy meat and they would deliver and all that stuff. It's pretty expensive though. They had some really good country fried steaks. They were really good, but everything else was just, meat. No, not even close, Evelyn. Oh yeah, Chris, I did. That was my favorite meal, was mush. Either that or SOS. Now, Evelyn, Sedona's about 110, 120 miles from here. You're kidding. When did they do that, Chin? I'll get on YouTube and go through some of their old songs every now and then. Okay, Larry. Good to see you. Take care, man. Yeah, I could live on SOS and avocados. That's all I need. Hey, let us know how that. If you're still there, Larry, let us all know how your solar setup is going. Hey, Warren. Good to see you. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Yeah, Warren's from the old days. NC Benman. He's from the old days, way back couple years ago. I thought about you the other day, Chris. Doing the summer salad, thunderstorm salad. I just cut it short. Just get the avocados. What is that? I go take a look. Oh, okay. SOS. Okay. You guys were messing with me, weren't you? That wasn't about the food. Yeah, there's a lot of those celebrities that aren't celebrities anymore. Uh, yeah, sometimes. I have a hard time eating them, though. Yeah, like geez. Like Evelyn says, jump right in there. You did? Good for you. Well, you got to the big time. Hiya, Jimmy. And oh wait, Jimmy's in. I got to sit way back so he doesn't give me an eye exam. Okay, is that better? I didn't know. I've never seen the bed bug puppet. Yeah, those were the good old days. For some of them, some of us. You ground zero, Jimmy? There we go. Okay, Chris. Yeah, everyone's getting pretty cold up in the mountains right now. Yeah, that's not a good sign, Jimmy. You been to the doctor? Oh, that's a bad thing, Jimmy. Yeah, I tried the flu shots a couple of times in my life, and I got the flu every time, so I'd quit doing that. What'd she tell you to do, Jimmy? Now Jimmy don't like snakes. Ah, that's good, Chris. Good one, Jimmy. Tell her I gave her the high five. Yeah, that's a thing, huh, Timmy? Tell you to quit smoking and you catch him outside smoking. Yeah, I understand that, Chris. You feel bad now? You feel bad, huh? Are you guilty? Yeah, you're guilty, huh, kitty? Have a guilty kitty. Sitting there staring at me. Eyes about that big around. Yeah, yeah. What's the matter? Yeah. Hiya, Jeff. Welcome. No, it irritates me when I see people eating on YouTube, so I try not to do that. Kind of gross. You know, there's one in particular that just irritates. He's got a good channel. He just irritates me. He's got a big old tortilla or something. He gets right up close to the camera and opens his mouth up real big and stuffs it in there. Oh, jeez. No, no. If you're talking to me, Chin, no, it's not Elvis. Uh, yeah, I can't think of it now. I'll think of him later. Yeah, yeah, but really needed the back end adjusted. Flew into a tree Halloween night. Yeah, that's about right. She doesn't scratch me very often, but I guess I may have scared her or something, so she was a little jittery when I picked her up. I don't know. I have no idea, Chin. What? Now what? Okay, Jimmy. I think that was kind of like, yeah. How about them Cowboys? What? You got food? You got food and you just got a big treat. Yep, yourself. Be right back, guys. Again. Okay, I'm back. Not me. Yes, Chris, I washed my hands. Okay, Jimmy, good one. Nothing to it, Warren. Once you get used to the shift pattern, it's nothing to it. Well, I guess so. Guess so, Todd. I only drove about 8 years, I guess. Something like that. No accidents, no incidents. Okay. Good one. Good one, Chris. Yeah, that was pretty nasty, Jimmy. It really was. And thank you. I appreciate that. And it's getting worse. Yeah, I did, Gavin. You know, I complained about it the whole time. I always said it would be a good job if I didn't have to load or unload. If I could stay out of the cities, it was a good job. But basically, you know, the bottom line, it was a good job, you know. Probably made right around $70,000 a year or so. I got to where I couldn't get along with anybody, though, you know. Dispatch, you know, was always doing something to mess with the drivers. And then DOT was always doing something messing with the drivers. And I just got to where I just couldn't get along with anybody. I had to get out of it. There you go. I gotta tell my doctor that. That's funny. Yeah, you're right, Chen. I didn't have much of a sense of humor, you know. I want to see your logbook, and I'd say something like, well, which one, the red one, yellow one, or the green one? They didn't think it was very funny. Yeah, I gotta watch my mouth too, Jimmy. It's kind of hard for me sometimes. But yeah, I got a pretty nasty email from him not too long ago. Threatened me with a shutdown. So I'm kind of on probation, I guess. And I didn't even do it. Yeah, it was one thing I didn't have to do, Todd, was look for loads. There was always one sitting there. My favorite story about trucking was Joplin Scale was notorious for, or not Joplin. Well, yeah, I guess it was. Anyway, I was behind a guy, and he rolled into the scale, and they red lighted him, told him to go park it and bring his paperwork in. Told him he was overweight on his drives, and he had to pay a fine. It was like $80 or something like that. And Scale Master told him to go call his dispatch and have $80 sent to him. He went outside and called the U.S. Marshal. Marshal showed up, and they went out to look at the trailer. Him and the Scale Master and the Marshal went out, and the trailer was empty. So they kind of shut that scale down for about 6 weeks. Corey, my goodness. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, those guys make pretty good money, Gavin. Or at least they did. I haven't kept up with that side of anything anymore, you know, with bars driving and all that. I've been good. Corey, I've been pretty good. Just hanging in there, you know. That's all you can do, I guess. I found the ketchup in a medicine cabinet the other day, so, you know, that was a good thing. Yeah, almost, huh? Huh, Warren? Who else is going to come in? Somebody just popped in. Yeah, thanks, Jim. Thanks a lot. No, not hardly. That sounds pretty good, Kevin. I tried to deliver new buses. Did about 3 trips, and I didn't like that either. You know, like I was saying, I got to where I just didn't get along with anybody anymore for some reason. No, no, Jimmy, John's not a rock star. Yeah, I take after my mother on that one, Warren. She was a tough old bird, boy. No, Chris, we don't do that. You keep bringing that up. It ain't never going to happen. Besides, there'd be no place to park anyway. Not on this street. Most of the fun I ever had when I was delivering the buses was uh, new buses out of Florida. They were going to L.A., so there was no markings on them at all, nothing, just temporary plates. And there'd be 2 or 3 of us. And we'd stop before we got to like a restaurant or something, and we'd close all the curtains so that, can't see in there. And we'd all roll up at the same time. And then we'd sit and watch them in the glass, watch the waitresses scrambling around. That was kind of fun. Now, Corey, I don't know. I've never done anything like that. I did a couple 3 trips for a new bus company. They were Swedish buses, and they would arrive in Florida there, and they'd send 3 or 4 of us over to drive them back to L.A. We'd do that to the Waffle House. That's what it was. We'd sit and watch the waitresses in the Waffle House just freaking out, thinking they had 3 busloads of people coming in. It'd only be three guys. Yeah, my motorhome, Corey, is parked. It hasn't been driven since I had a heart attack. I was already had the motor all fixed up and ready to go. I was going to meet you guys up in Vegas, and then I guess it was in first part of December of that year. I had a heart attack, and I haven't driven it since. So it's pretty bad. The 4 rear tires are dry rot, and the 2 front ones are fairly new. They're starting to show a little bit of dry rot, so, $1,600 in tires already. Yeah, but the motor's good. Yeah, it was funny, Corey. We'd walk in, sit down, and you'd always say, "Is this all? Is this all that's coming in?" Yeah, I've almost talked myself into thinking I'm going to go ahead and go, I think. But it's not going to be for the whole time. I don't think I could sit there for 2 weeks like that. I'll pick a couple, 3 days out. I'll let everybody know if you know, the ones that are interested in whether I'm going to go or not. Yeah, Warren, what Corey said. What Corey said. Yeah, 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 Warren. What Corey said. Forget that. Yeah, we call that the vomit machine. How big is it, Corey? Did you get a great big old long one? Hey, where you going, Flatbed? Okay. Have a good evening. Good to see you. Take care. Wow. Yeah, that's a big one. That sure is. You gotta have a big old truck to pull that around too, don't you? That's pretty bad, Warren. That's what I did, Chin. I had Warren, I had Alan in stitches most of the time. I was always making some comment, and then I did that video with him walking back and forth and walking real fast and then walking real slow. And I had one riding a bicycle backwards, and I had a pretty good time with that. Nah, Jimmy, I don't think so. Okay, gotta go wash my hands again. Be right back. Yeah, Jimmy, you could just dye your hair, you know, wear a hat, change your name. That'd work. Yeah, it's best, Corey, I think, to raise kids in a sticks and brick. really. Give them someplace permanent, you know, to grow up. Yeah, I didn't associate with too many people out there at all, Corey. I knew a few people and met a a few people, you know, subscribers and that was kind of about it. The internet was lousy and you know, just one thing after another. I'll be ready for the blowback, Jeff. That's one way, Jen. Yeah, that was interesting. Alan said he heard it. You know, guys, you know I'm hard of hearing, and so I didn't hear it, but I sure heard about it. Everybody was talking about it. Uh, even Irene, she was quite a ways away, and she heard it. That's all right, Jimmy. And you just, yeah, Jimmy was being true. Yeah, it's pitch black here. Yeah, I'm not. I can't ever remember what to call you. It's Ranpam. I guess I call you Ranpam. Hey, you. Yeah, I don't think that's. I don't think that was true. Those guys don't wear guns out there. They're Rangers. Now, if the Rangers can't handle it, then they'll call, you know, the police, and then the police will show up with that. Yeah, I saw the video on it, Chin. Okay, Rand. I'll call you Rand. Pam must be the wife. Bruce out there, Want to Be Free, he was right close to it. He was in the music area there. He said it didn't bother him at all. So. How's the wifey? Freedom, welcome. Hey, Freedom. Okay, Chris, I'll do that. And then I duck, right? It was apparently they had a big time DJ out there. Had all professional equipment, so yeah, it was pretty loud. I think, my best guess, Irene was probably about 2 miles away, I guess, and she said it was pretty loud. It woke her up from there. I didn't hear anything. I just put the pillow over my head, and I don't hear nothing. Better late than never. Freedom. Okay, Jimmy, I'll bite. Why do you need to marry a shrink? Stop farting. Thought she was an RN. Oh, God. That's too bad, Jimmy. I feel for you, but I just can't reach you, That's right, Chris. Believe that one. Wasn't that a song, Chen? What's that sound? Everybody listen, what's that sound? Oh, nice one, Kevin. I doubt it, Chris. Hey, Corey, good to see you. Hey, we do this every Monday night. Hope to see you again in here. Take care. Leonard Skinner, yeah. No, Chris, that would just be totally wrong. She could outrun us, I'm sure. I've seen Corey at her best. So there's most everybody that's here now usually is in. I usually try to start it at 5 o'clock Pacific time, but now the times has changed. So I think I was saying first part of this stream, with I'm just going to do it at normal time. Let everybody else try to figure it out, because I can't. Arizonans can't figure that out. That's why we don't change our times. I agree, Warren. No. Never, ever, ever, never, ever again. Never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever get back together. Okay, Jimmy. Good to see you again. See you next week. Go soak your bones. Soak your head, too. Ha 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 ha. Massachusetts. No. No, they don't. Time stays the same. The clocks stay the same all year. They tried it one time, a long time ago, and then they never did it again. Just, Arizona people just can't figure it out. How about them Cowboys? I thought Arizona was the only one. I think I'll just go wash my hands twice this time. Good to see you, lady. Good to see you there, lady. Hey, we do this every Monday night. Getting worse. Hey, how about them Cowboys? Yeah, did you leave your pillow in there, Chris? He'll need it. Yeah, well, there was a thing going around on Facebook. You tell it. I think it was Chin. Wouldn't you tell me about it? A white man is the only one that can cut 2 feet off the top of a blanket and add it to the bottom and think you got a 2 foot longer blanket, something like that. The American Indian chief, I think, said that. Yeah, in the summertime it gets dark right around 8 o'clock or so, and then in the winter it's dark about 6, between 5:30 and 6. So that's a good time, I think. Only problem with that in the summertime, though, is the sun's still up at 8 o'clock, so it doesn't start cooling down till around 10 or 11. I don't know, Chris. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see where the new one's going to be. If I understand, it's not going to be in the same place, so we'll have to see. I don't know where Warren is. I don't know what's going on with him, so more than likely be by myself out there somewhere. Okay, Evelyn. Go get charged up again. Have a good evening and take care. Thanks for coming by. I'm kind of here for the duration until the RTR. I'm not gonna go out anywhere. I might go to the lake once or twice or something. Maybe get a little drone time in here and there. They're changing the rules, so I'm not sure. I've been watching that kind of closely. They're talking about making everybody get a 107 with commercial license. So I don't know. We'll see. Jeff, you taking off too? No, never mind. It was Evelyn saying night to Jeff. Never mind. Remember the news lady on Saturday Night Live? Never mind. And Freedom leaving. No, okay, never mind. I'm confused. Oh, there's lots of drones out there. At least there was when I was out there last year. Are you going to go, Ren? Poor Chris. Was it going to be your first time going? Rand? Yeah, that's it, Jeff. I've been confused ever since I found the ketchup bottle in the medicine cabinet. Well, if it's your first time, you go see the seminars and all that, and then if you go again next year, it's all the same ones. So, you know. Now, you better get started, Warren. It's about 250 from where I am to the RTR. So I may stop at my daughter's in Glendale, Arizona for a night, maybe two, and then head out from there. And then you woke up on the floor, Chris? I don't know if he did, Chend. I didn't hear anything about it. I don't see how he can do that anyway, but you know. I know he thinks he's pretty important, but I don't know if he supersedes the laws. I wouldn't go to the tent show for anything, man. I think I've seen a few of those, Gavin. They're fun. Bunch of tents. What do you think's at the tent show? Smart aleck, me? What do you think's at the tent show? Yeah, Alan and I took Bruce over there to get a flat tire fixed, and uh, I think we were before the tents or after. I don't remember now, but it was pretty bad. Took a while just to get through town. People everywhere, walking all over the place, walk out in front of you, you know, give you the dirty look. That's right, Jeff. Just a big tent sale. No, that'd be a health risk, Chris. All those old people out there. That's that wouldn't be good. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to start that one. Actually, yeah, I did. That's a good idea, huh? You bet. Just go up a gear so it's lugging and then just floor it. That should give them a nice little shot. Okay, off to the corner I go. I'm bringing my own pillow, though. No, he ain't going to be worth much by the time he gets there if he's on a moped. Well, yeah, there shouldn't be any windows when you're in the corner. You defeat the whole purpose. Maybe, Chris. Trying not to drink so many of them. I'd go buy a 12-pack, one day and they'd be gone the next day. So, it was getting a bit too much. It's just kind of random. It's just kind of a random thing. And get a bunch of truck campers that know each other, yeah, then they'll, sometimes they'll park in a circle and stuff like that. A liquor sickle. I used to drink Long Island iced tea. Earl Grey. That's good. Iced tea gives me cotton mouth for some reason. I'd rather set sail with the captain and never leave the shore, if I was going to do that. I like beer. It makes me a jolly good fellow. I like beer. I'll get a beer every now and then, not very often. I'll drink about half of it and then throw the rest of it away. Yeah, I believe that, Warren. Yeah, I was waiting for that one, Shin. I figured you'd catch that one. That and watermelon wine. Old dogs and watermelon wine. I got it, Chris. And like Eric says, barley pops. I had a friend that used to call them wobbly pops. Yeah, I drank enough beer to float a battleship in my life, so, my gut was very expensive. I intend to keep it. I keep looking at the little green cherry tomatoes on the plant out front. Lake Lizard said it might be a challenge, but you still could do it. So, fried green tomatoes. I might try that. So rolling in the beer in the camper. Camper rolling in the beer. Okay. I think the last time I ever drank any beer, an amount of beer, was I woke up in the back seat of my car in somebody's driveway in Mesa, Arizona, and I had no idea how I got there. It took me a little while to figure out how to get out of there. So I decided we're done with that. It might, Warren. It might. Oh yeah, pizza and beer, hot dogs and beer, chocolate cake and beer, ice cream and beer's good, pickles and beer's good. Ew. Tried all that stuff on dares. It's probably why I find the ketchup bottle in a medicine cabinet nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, we did get some beer. I bought a 6-pack of beer, and I drank one, and he drank. I don't know if he drank one or not, but he got the whole thing. I never did see it after that. So he said he didn't drink it. It just sat there. So. That's a good deal, Warren. That'd be all right. That's a lot of weight to dump. It really is. Did you come out of your hole? Huh? Did you come out of your hole? You feel better now? Okay. Yeah. Feel better now? Lily. Meow. Meow. No. I'm not going to give you another one. Nope. Oh, that was a good one. Well, I've ate my share of that. Macaroni and cheese, or sneeze. Excuse me. I think it was one of the ladies a couple 3 weeks ago noticed that I was gaining some senior fat. Okay. Fat girls need loving too. Yep. Well, I try. Ran. Nothing like the real thing, though. More shade in the summer. I smoke more during these live streams than any other time during the day. Rand, I really do. I gotta have, in the morning coffee, gotta have a couple anyway. And then, I vape during the day, and then maybe I'll sneak one or two in. Yeah, that's kind of a thing, Warren. It does that to you for a little while, and then you'll cough all that stuff up, and then it'll quit doing that. When I was a lot younger, Friday nights I'd smoke a whole pack of beer. Yeah, I'd smoke a whole pack of beer and drink a whole you know what I'm trying to say. So I quit smoking when I quit drinking. No, that didn't work. Yeah, that might have something to do with it. Okay, Gavin. Have a good evening. Remember I told you, the slavery is against the law. You can't do that to you. In fact, I was a little bit surprised that you did come in tonight, so it was good to see you. You better not. She looks at me like, what? Meow. Yeah. Meow. Meow. Yeah, it's getting late now. I just got booted. Well, now we're going to buffer for a while. I think somebody's trying to tell me something, Chen. Yeah, she's trying to bite my toe. Missed. So, yeah, if you didn't hear me, I'm going to shut down in about 10 minutes. So, I'm kind of getting in the wrap-up mode. Chris, she'll sleep at my feet now and then. Not too often. She'd rather sleep up in the window in the front of the motorhome. And she has her own little bed under the table that she'll sleep in now and then. She likes to watch the cats running around at night. There's a bunch of feral cats around here. Yeah, it's an oldie. What was it? It's 78. What's that make it? About 45 years old or so? Something like that. Like I was saying earlier, Warren, it's parked. I couldn't afford to get it going again if I had to. But the motor's good. Probably sell the motor and make, pay off all my credit cards. roof leaks on it right over the bathroom, right over the toilet. Drip, drip, drip. That's the only really bad leak. And then the windows leak. All of the Winnebago's windows leaked in, you know, when they're in the older ones. Okay, Jen. Thanks for coming in. Have a good night. Tell the wifey I said hello. Okay, thanks, Evelyn. Yeah, so at any rate, it's pretty old. Good night, Freedom. Okay, Jeff, you're not that old. The RV's old, but you're not. Well, I slicked right out of that one, didn't I? Okay, Rand, see you next week. So before you all go, I have to do my closing speech. If you shop at Amazon, be sure to check on my link under the video here on the bottom of this video. That'll take you to the main influencer page. There's some things there that I use and have purchased. And if you don't see what you want there, you can always scroll back up to the top, type in what you're searching for in the search box, and that'll take you to the regular Amazon pages. I have to tell you, though, that I will, if you decide to purchase something, I'll make a small commission, a very small commission, but it doesn't cost you any more. So we appreciate the clicks. Yep, 5 years. End of commercial. You're welcome, Warren. Come on back. See you Monday. Jeez, Chris. That's getting pretty early, isn't it? Getting to be a really early bird there, bud. Okay, that's it. I'm out. And as usual, I'll leave it up running so you guys can say your good nights and all that kind of stuff. Talk about me for just a little while, and then I'll shut it down. It's all right. It's all right, Warren. Don't worry about it. It's just there. You know, if you decide you need to buy something, you know, just click on that link there. Don't forget the link. Good night, Chris. Good night, Jeff. Night, Evelyn.